Round here's got a tall tale to tell about the old gangsters. I've heard them all. The blood, the guts, the glory. To us.
The city we love the most.
In these old stories you used to hear, I don't suppose anyone ever mentioned John Morgan, did they?
It's personal.
I just want people to know who and what you really are.
An Englishman's home is his castle. Your defences are gone, your drawbridge is down. You've been taken over, and you're queen.
Hell must be empty, because all the devils are here.
Sometimes in life, if you want to catch the bad guy, you have to become the bad guy.
How about that for happy families?
Thomas, it's up for grabs now! Thomas! Right at the end!
And it's Tony Adams put through by Steve Ball. Would you believe it? Walter! Patrick Vieira is in for Arsenal and sweeps it home. It's bergkamp. That's magnificent. He stripped it away from Carr. Henri! And it's Arsenal! Arsenal FC! Here's my phone, FC! It's time to go!
Yes, good morning. And as you've seen in that advert, he will be here on live 8 o'clock on Friday evening. Yes, Danny Bear, the actor in Nemesis, he'll be here on Friday evening, previewing the Arsenal Tottenham game, alongside our friend Anthony Costa, who is also a big Tottenham fan. Everyone knows Anthony Costa, blues singer. He'll be here on Friday and at 8 o'clock. Big game. But before that, we've got two major guests coming on today. First of all, let me introduce them, and it's hello, Zach, Gooner. How are you, mate?
All right, Claude. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? By the way, Claude, it should be ladies first. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Oh yeah.
You forgot about your gentlemanly side.
Well, we're in the age of equality, as they say. So.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I hope you're well, Claude.
All right, mate, and I'm sure Helen's like one of the lads, though, isn't she? Really, though. So, Helen, how are you, darling? How are you?
Good, I'm good.
Right, and from things at AFTV, I see you was on a show last night. I haven't seen it yet. What was that all about?
It was the final whistle. It was just basically discussing the last game.
Oh, the final whistle, yeah.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Well, a new show.
I'll have to have a good look at that later on. I hope you put your points across very well.
I don't know. You'll have to watch it, Claude, and give me your opinion.
Well, we'll see. Right. Listen.
I think you'll like the points I made.
Okay, we'll see. I'll watch that later on.
We'll see.
Zach,
you know you're going to watch it.
Yes, Claude.
Let's look at the game on Saturday. Plenty of controversy. Lot of Arsenal fans coming out that we were robbed because of VAR and everything else. I thought we didn't put our chances away.
Yeah.
And we made one horrendous mistake at the end of the first half. We allowed Burnley in. In fact, Burnley had people don't mention Burnley had great chances, and I thought Bernd Leno kept us in the game with two brilliant saves. I'm not his biggest fan, but I made him our man of the match on.
Claude, that's what I did on the show yesterday.
Right.
Well, I disagree with
I
both of
called
you.
Leno, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I made my man of the match on Saturday.
yeah, I did as well, actually. I didn't even know you thought that.
Yeah, and yeah, so I don't know what do you think. First of all, you said what was your thoughts on the game itself?
Thing is, Claude, yeah, like for me personally, the whole setup was wrong again. The starting lineup was wrong again, which in all his time, Arteta's time, I don't think I've seen one starting lineup that I've agreed with. Because for me, right, the game against Leicester, Willian and Pepe.
Just tell us exactly how you feel, Zach, yeah?
Now listen, Willian and Pepe, I'm Willian's biggest critic, yeah? But if you're gonna go and perform at Leicester like that, stick with the same wingers, yeah? Maybe play Saka in the number 10, because what's Odegaard done since he's joined this football club? Nothing, right? And if you look back to the Leicester game, that Aubameyang goal, you know, when Saka was central and he played that little ball through and then Aubameyang chipped it in, yeah, into the goal, that was Saka in a central area. So why can't Arteta think outside the box and say, right, Pepe, you're starting, Willian, you're starting, and in Saka, you're going to be playing the number 10. Why does he have to say to himself, oh, yeah, Odegaard goes in? Because be honest with me, guys, right? Pepe against Leicester was absolutely fantastic. Yeah? He didn't deserve to be dropped. Of course he didn't deserve to be dropped. So that was a big bugbear for me. And if you notice, when Pepe came on, do you see how he was causing havoc? Yeah? And yeah, he missed that really good chance. I agree. But that volley that he did, he was so unlucky for that not to go in. And I just think it was, do you know, the other thing I would say is that people go on about, oh, it wasn't Arteta's fault that Xhaka did that mistake. Who begged him to stay? Who begged him to stay at this football club? Who picked him week in, week out? Because I'll tell you what, I'd rather have a Danny Ceballos and Thomas Partey combination than Xhaka every week. Every week he makes similar sort of mistakes. We can go back 4 years and Xhaka was making these types of mistakes. Do you remember in Emery's game, Emery's first season when we were going for the top 4? Remember that mistake that he did against Brighton and he pulled the guy down? Yeah? These are very costly mistakes. And Xhaka's been doing it for years and years now at Arsenal. And I don't know what it is with Arsenal fans that keep on, oh, but Xhaka this and Xhaka that. I don't get it. So overall, for me, it was a shambles, yeah? It was an absolute shambles. The thing is, no Bukayo Saka, yeah, brilliant player, but he had a poor game. You know, he'll obviously come back good again. I'm not going to call him out, but he had a poor game. And he's got, I think, for me personally, with Saka, got to become more clinical. Because that chance that he had, when he sort of toe poked it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Should have scored that. And that's what we expect at this level. And I'm not, you know, he's brilliant. He's our best player this season. He's our best player, full stop. So, but, you know, you've got to ask yourself, why is Arteta, Helen, me and you, we talked about this the other day. Arteta came out before the Burnley game and said, I've got to rotate, yeah? Well, hang on. Nicolas Pepe, yeah? Why are you rotating Nicolas Pepe when he didn't start either of the Europa League games against Benfica? He sat his arse on the bench. He's been resting every week. Why are you rotating him the moment he has a good game? Yeah, you drop him again. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And by the way, you know, you guys sort of singing the praises of Bernd Leno.
No. I'm not singing. No. I'm not singing praises. I couldn't actually name anybody man of the match.
Oh, so I see what you're saying. He was the best of the bad bunch.
I made it very clear on the show.
Yeah.
I would have given Thomas Partey the first half if, you know, like.
I see what you're saying. He was the best of a bad bunch because, by the way,
only because we would have got no points.
You know, by the way, this is the thing with Arsenal fans. That save that he made with his legs, it was straight at him. If he had let it in, there would have been an inquest. Yeah, there would have been an inquest. He's there for. Do you know what it is with Arsenal fans? For me personally, every time Leno makes a save, he's like lauded as some hero, but he's there to make saves. Like,
I agree.
What do you expect him to do? Like, you know, Almunia, remember Almunia all those years ago? He used to make world-class saves, but he was a terrible goalkeeper overall. And Helen, we spoke about the attributes of a goalkeeper, there's so many different attributes beyond shot stopping. There's communication, there's command in your penalty area,
having a football brain,
there's distribution, there's knowing when to go long and when to go short.
Yeah.
I think he's poor in every single attribute apart from shot stopping. And even shot stopping, he's not that great, you know.
Yeah.
So I just questioned the Leno thing on the man of the match because
No, it was just for me because had he not have pulled off the save, we wouldn't have come away even with a point. It would have been a much worse result. So for me, I gave him that based on
no, I hear what you're saying, but I guess my final point on the, you know, this playing out from the background.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Pep first went into City? Yeah. Do you know the first thing he did? Remember the first thing he did? He sold Joe Hart. Yeah.
Oh,
and why did he sell Joe Hart? Because he knew he couldn't play out from the back. The same with Leno. He can't play out from the back.
Yeah, but we sold the goalkeeper that could play.
We sold the goalkeeper who's got the best distribution
so
in the
learn
league.
That from Pep, did he?
And you know, the other point I would make finally is with Xhaka, he is one of the few players that I wouldn't want to go and collect the ball off a goalkeeper because he's so rigid. He can't turn. You know, if you look at someone like a Danny Ceballos, he's a ball player. So if you he can play in small, tight spaces like a Santi Cazorla.
Zach, if you dissect the first goal, it did start from exactly the same build-up play as the goal we gave away. Yeah. So the two differences are the key factors in that was he played it out to Partey, who is good on the ball.
Of course he is. He
can move the ball forward.
Yeah.
And you know, that was my analysis.
And then Helen, you're spot on because with Xhaka, he shouldn't be there at the edge of the box because he can't turn.
He's not the player I want to see.
He's too rigid.
Yeah.
And you want like a Ceballos or a Partey or a Santi Cazorla type in small spaces, and they back themselves on the ball, not to lose it. Yeah. We've all played with I played with players who you just
but he demanded the ball. Xhaka demanded the ball, Zach. He demanded.
But Claude, it's not about
Leno's fault. It's not Leno's fault. He felt comfortable taking the ball.
But Claude,
Leno's fault that he had a bad touch and it
to
went.
To be fair, he did have a lot of time and space.
But Claude, the point is, he shouldn't be there. If you're going to play this thing playing out from the back, Xhaka shouldn't be one of your midfielders. It's as simple as that.
No, but a lot of people are blaming Leno, and I don't think Leno had
No, I did blame Leno. I think 20% of it was his decision making. I can't blame him for what Xhaka did with the ball.
Hold on. Yeah, but what you've got to look at, Helen, if he feel he's demanding the ball, so he's got trust in Xhaka.
Listen, I don't want my goalkeeper being bullied by any player on the pitch. You play the ball to the person in the best position, and if he ain't in a good position, you give it to someone else or you kick it.
And this is what Helen was talking about, Claude, about intelligence.
Chambers was in the perfect position to release.
But as you said, the goal we scored was in a similar situation.
But just because we've done it once and it was a great bit of football because it was Thomas Partey on the ball, doesn't mean you can do the same thing twice and Xhaka's going to do the same thing. He didn't even turn forward. He turned, looked at the player and kicked it at him.
Yeah, it was terrible. It's schoolboy. It's a schoolboy error, and he's done it time and time again. And there's only one man.
The error is down to Xhaka alone.
Yeah, but Claude. No, hang on a second, right? The error is down to Xhaka, but with Leno, you've got to have that intelligence to say, do you know what? I'm not. It's about risk and reward, Claude. Yeah. In that instance, Xhaka, you don't put your faith in Xhaka when he's got a player on him. You know the type of player Xhaka is. Yeah, if it was Thomas Partey,
you can't put your faith on him. You shouldn't be on the pitch.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. He's not good enough.
Simple as that. I mean, at the end of the day,
That's my point,
That's
Claude.
Arteta, not Leno. It's down to Arteta to have him on the pitch.
No, but it's Leno as well. Leno's got to take his fair share of the responsibility, Claude. Because if I'm Leno in that position, I'm not going to give the ball to Xhaka. I'm going to boot it. I'm going to boot it down the pitch because it's risk and reward. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Zach, but this guy's on. This Xhaka's on 80 grand a week. If he can't fucking control a football, then he shouldn't be on the pitch. As I say, it's Leno's giving him with the trust that he can turn and do exactly what part he can do. You know what I mean? So otherwise, he shouldn't be there.
He plays with Xhaka. Claude, he plays with Xhaka week in, week out. He knows he can't turn. He knows that. Yeah? And if he doesn't know that, he shouldn't be Arsenal goalkeeper. He knows Xhaka can't turn. Have you ever seen Xhaka turn on a sixpence and beat a player? Never in four and a half years.
I think a professional footballer should be able to do better than that, than what he done there. On
if it was Danny Ceballos, all his faults, give him the football. If it's Thomas Partey, give him the football. You trust them. But if it's Granit Xhaka and he's under pressure, he's the last player in our team that you want in that position. Yeah, you can name any other player on that pitch who would have controlled that ball and just passed it to Chambers. Not Granit Xhaka. He's too stiff. He's rigid. He panics. You know what Xhaka's go-to thing is, right? And I'll let Helen come in because I'm going on a bit of a rant here. But you know what Granit Xhaka's go-to?
One today.
Yeah, but Granit Xhaka's go-to thing on a football pitch, when he's under pressure, he falls to the floor.
Yeah, he does that well, and he shields the ball.
But if we're going to progress as a team, we want a player who doesn't go to ground, who can beat a player, who can turn and then get us forward. Yeah, keep going back to Santi Cazorla, but we need that type of player.
We've missed him.
Yeah,
we've
of course
never replaced him. Him and Vieira, we've never replaced.
And Fabregas.
Yeah, them three.
Anyway, rant over.
Helen, so I suppose you're going to repeat that. First of all, there's a comment coming in. Mari from Randy put super chat in. Mari saw Wood and told Leno to kick it out. Yeah, that's Mari's. I suppose he could have.
See, I felt the same watching it in live real time.
Really?
I was like, "What are you doing, giving it to Xhaka?"
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Is that what Mari said? Is that what Mari indicates? Like, clear it long?
It is what it is. You can't change it. They've just got to learn from it. Mistakes happen in football. We keep repeating the same silly schoolboy mistakes, and we ain't going to string a consistent run of form as long as we keep making these same mistakes week in, week out, whether it's Xhaka, whether it's David Luiz. I mean, take your pick. How many of them
bellerin
cost us points? I mean, I'd love to know. Has anyone got a little stats geek in the audience? Like, can someone find us how many points Arsenal have lost just this season from us throwing away points, like gifting goals? Do we know this, Claude? Does anyone know this?
Oh, well, I don't know. I ain't got the stats up there, but if anyone has got those stats...
Yeah, I'm saying that maybe you might know someone that would have that information or can find it out for us, because it would be really interesting, because I would guess we've probably easily lost ourselves about 12 points this season from these stupid errors like the sending offs, like just...
But it's every season.
Not VAR, our own mistakes that have cost goals where we've then gone on to lose the game, where we've gifted the goals. It'll be a lot. Oh, sorry, guys.
Helen. I thought it was Claude's phone. I thought it was a delivery for Claude again. Food delivery.
Right. Never mind. It's normally me, isn't it? It's normally my phone.
Sorry, that's what I said. Sorry. Normally Claude's phone.
Helen, I was going to ask you, what about... it's not a concern, but I thought second half, I thought Thomas Partey was awful in the second half.
I think
he didn't have any drive in him at all. Eh?
Yeah, he took him off. I know.
What did you think of him overall? And
I thought he was good first half. First half he was good. Maybe he's a bit tired, or maybe just
he's not fully fit though, is he?
Yeah, I think he just needs minutes to get back to where he was. he's a player that's not really used to being injured, is he? So maybe the recovery back to getting to full match fitness is just going to take him a few more matches.
Yeah. Well, I thought I did think he was poor in second half. He was the player I was relying on to get us going again. But Burnley seemed to. But for me, I think I thought
Burnley up there
causing a lot of controversy. But I thought he was out coached by Dyche in the second half. I thought he was out coached. I thought Burnley. They survived up till half time, but second half, I thought they were the better team.
You see those comments that Lee Dixon made, guys?
No.
You see that? Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, can you?
I tweeted it yesterday.
2 seconds, I've got to get something.
Let me find
it.
It.
Being set McDonald's breakfast again, Claude?
No.
No nuggets for breakfast today. Let me read this quote from Lee Dixon, right? So this is Lee Dixon yesterday on Arteta.
Okay.
He is a brilliant coach. His coaching is really top class. So he will improve these players. It's whether he can get the quality through the door that supplement those youngsters as well. Ridiculous comment. That's
very odd. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know why? Because he's getting handouts from the club.
Is he on the wage bill?
Yeah, he's getting handouts. And this is the thing. All of our legends.
Hear what Tony Adams put out the other day.
Yeah, but Adams is a true legend, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a true legend.
Adams wasn't saying anything like that.
If I'm honest, the only two legends that really speak the truth about Arsenal Football Club, are Tony Adams. No, 3. Paul Merson, Tony Adams, and Emmanuel Petit. Those 3, they're the only ones. Nobody else. Yeah.
What do you think of Thierry-Henry?
I love him, man. I'll bring him back.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Vieira's the one for me, though. Vieira's the one, but
Vieira, I just feel like he doesn't have the heart for Arsenal.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that? What you said about Lee Dixon? Sorry, can you repeat that?
Lord, I'll read it back. I'll read it again for you.
Sorry, mate. It's just I had to run there for a minute.
Lee Dixon yesterday, right? This is Lee Dixon on Arteta. I'll read the quote again. Arteta is a brilliant coach. His coaching is really top class. So he will improve these players. Whether he can get the quality through the door to supplement those youngsters as well. Right? For me, this is a load of bullshit because show me the evidence, i.e. the results on the pitch that indicate he is a top coach. Yeah? Because we're mid-table last time I saw. And by the way, we've got a brilliant squad of players there. We've got at least a handful, 13, 14 core players who are brilliant. Yeah. So we're mid-table. The other thing I would say is to supplement those youngsters. He's ruined pretty much every single one of our youngsters.
I am concerned about Martinelli.
Yeah. He's ruined pretty much.
Being prematurely concerned. I don't know. I hope I'm
really wrong.
But I'm really, really concerned.
He should be.
Because he is definitely
he's ruined
the player that we need to be nurturing and playing and giving the chances to. And it looked like we were. And then he's got the injury. Then he's come back from the injury, almost been rushed back, played, picked up another injury. And then now he's just been ignored.
Now he's rotting on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's just not fully match fit. So that could be why I really want to believe they're being over sensitive and cautious with him. But I don't know.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot said about Arteta in the other direction, the way he's managed players as well. There was a quote from was it Maitland-Niles is the latest one to come out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was rotting away. He needed to get away because he was rotting away. You get Saliba going, making comments. You got.
I mean, the thing with Ainsley, if we discuss that quickly, I mean, I do really rate him, and I would be playing him if he was at Arsenal. But he did kind of resist wanting to play as a right back or a left back, or like wherever he was kind of being used when he was being used.
Prove it.
Sorry?
Prove it. It's an
Well,
assumption, Helen.
Yeah, well, it's a bit like, can we prove that he said he was writing away on the bench? Can we
Yeah,
prove
because
that?
there's
It's
a-
only kind
there's
of
a-
hearsay.
You can, because there's a camera in his face and he's being interviewed.
Oh, did he say it in an actual interview? I just read it in a paper. Oh.
So
not only that, what I think his natural position is midfield, and he's been played there now, and apparently he's getting a lot of raving reviews about it. So
yeah,
what you know what I'm saying? So why should he be used as a utility player and not get the best out of his ability?
I don't even think he should be used as a right back, Claude. I agree, but
is he good enough though? But then I guess we're going to say
he's better than what we've got.
Not any worse than the ones that we got. At the
He's better than
moment.
what we've got. Yeah.
And,
Anyway.
well, Granit Xhaka divides opinion among our fan base, but I mean, there's people say we can't see what he does and all this carry on. Yeah,
I mean, I like his kind of fight. Like, I like his character, Xhaka, but I just don't think his footballing ability for me is what I want to see in the middle for Arsenal. Like, if I had the choice, he wouldn't be a player I'd buy.
I agree with that. I think I like his fight. He's a bit
he's got a lot of really good
and
qualities.
Yeah, but in terms of footballing ability, he's been here 4.5 years. We've not made the top 4 since he's been here. He's made mistake after mistake every year. And then he'll drop a couple of 6 out of 10s, and his fan base will be like, oh, Granit Xhaka's on the form of his life. No, he's just gone from 3 out of 10 to 6 out of 10.
5. Yeah.
There's another super chat coming. If Martinez was here, he doesn't pass it to Xhaka.
It just clears it.
He wouldn't have. Yeah, he wouldn't have, because he would have played that ball before Xhaka even had the time to think about asking for the ball.
Leno's too slow with his
He's
distribution.
too slow with
as well.
his thinking. For me, that's a criticism I always find myself thinking when I'm watching Leno. Like, they're too slow. Their football brain is just, it's not instinctive. If you've got to think, for me, that's...
You know what? Martinez is he's so much better than Leno. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but obviously not everyone's at the same level. You know, you've got elite footballers and then you've just got professional footballers. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, by the way, I think hasn't he got the best clean sheet record at the moment in the Premier League?
Martinez,
yeah.
So he's doing really, and some of the saves he pulled off at the weekend were quite amazing saves.
You know what, Claude? It actually makes me really sad when I think about the Emmy situation, because we had finally, you know, that little run when Martinez came in, we finally had a goalkeeper. Everything I wanted in a goalkeeper was there.
Yeah.
We won a trophy. And by the way, in large part to Emmy, he made some fantastic saves, yeah? And I thought to myself, we finally got a goalkeeper, and then we'd sell him. And we sell him for peanuts, £16 million. That doesn't even buy... What does that buy in today's market?
Yeah, but this is my thing with the board or whoever's behind all of the business
Arteta.
like that. It makes no sense. You know?
Arteta, Helen.
I don't know if it is Arteta. I
It
really
is, I'm telling
don't
you.
think it is.
Well, Arteta says to Emmy, all he had to say to Emmy was, you played really well. You've got the number 1 jersey. You're going to start.
Otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And then he stays. But he doesn't. He didn't do that. So,
but this is where I think maybe it wasn't Arteta and it was someone above him or someone else that kind of orchestrates the signings or the contracts, you know, when it comes to sales, because I just don't, forget the football. All right, he'd only worked with him, half a season, yeah? But the fact that they're quoted as being friends, a bit like him and Bellerin, out of football, why would you not want to hold on to him? You would know what an asset he is, yeah?
But Helen,
to me, that makes no sense.
But Helen, it comes back to the point, and that Arsenal fans don't want to accept it, but Arteta doesn't know how to judge footballers. Like, you've got to open your eyes, Helen, and say, if Pepe is next to Willian, who are you going to pick? If if Saliba is next to Kolasinac or Mustafi, who are you going to pick? Arteta doesn't know how to judge footballers.
There's an article here. I'm going to share it with you because regarding Martinez. 1 minute. Let's get this on the screen.
Oh, do we have to? This actually makes me really sad. You know that it pains me a lot.
It's sad that we're sitting here doing a podcast about a player that doesn't play for us anymore. That's
I know.
quite sad.
Yeah.
And it says he was on the verge of signing a new deal with Arsenal until he was told before the Fulham game that he was not going to be number 1 for the season. So
that's what I mean.
He was told all this. He was told. Just got a message. Sorry. He was told that he was about to sign it, all ready to sign the contract, and then he was told just before the Fulham game that Leno would be playing and he'd be the number 1 for the season.
There you go.
So it was, and I heard him say something else, that the reason he loves Arsenal. He loves Arsenal.
Yeah.
He said the way he was treated, because he couldn't understand. He came in here from the academy, remember? And all these goalkeepers were pushed ahead of him.
Yeah.
He thinks he was much better than the goalkeepers that were pushed ahead of him. You know, like when they all came over, you know, all the different goalkeepers, and he thought he was ahead of them, and then we kept buying new goalkeepers, buying goalkeepers, not giving him the trust. Should we have given kid more of a trust? I'm saying
I agree, Claude.
Instead of going for people that are near their retirement, like Pedicek and players like that who are near retirement, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't we get this guy? That's why we're behind, because we're buying rejects. No one wants, right? No one wants, rather than looking at our own young players, and that's what really
Claude.
Thing
that annoys me, the thing that pains me about the Emmy situation, and I'm probably one of the few Arsenal fans who think this. This is why I actually think it hurts me more than most Arsenal fans, because I think there's actually quite a huge gap in quality between Leno and Emmy. I would rate Emmy a 9 out of 10 goalkeeper. I would rate Leno a 4 or a 5 out of 10 goalkeeper. Yeah, I know some people say, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Trust me, that's my opinion. Whereas most Arsenal fans, I would say 99% of Arsenal fans that you speak to will say, "Oh, but it's marginal." So I don't mind we let Martinez go because it's marginal between the two. I don't think it's marginal. I think you could drive a bus through the gap in quality between Martinez and Leno, in my opinion. Yeah? That's my opinion. See that guy? See that guy there, Claude? The comment, Claude, I'm your fan.
Yeah, well,
go back.
I've got one fan anyway. That's right.
You've got a few, Claude. You've got a few. Don't be modest.
No, what upsets me about this whole situation that he was just what he should have done. What Arteta should have done. He said, "Look, at this present moment, it's your shirt to lose."
Yeah,
100%.
There's no reason why Leno could just walk straight back in anyway.
Exactly.
He performed brilliant in the FA Cup final. I thought he had a good game in the. He played all the warm-up games.
Exactly. He played in the successful run that Arsenal had.
Yeah. Tell you what, guys. Yeah, if we had started the season with Martinez in goal, Ainsley at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, and Tierney, you would have seen one hell of a defence. I'm telling you. Arteta's cocked this football club up. I'm telling you, you lot need to wake up. Not you two, but Arsenal fans need to wake up, yeah, and realise how much damage Arteta has done through his poor decision making. The fact that Arsenal fans can't see it is absolutely bizarre to me.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know, but you can kind of look at it as maybe he is trying to build something better.
Build what? With Bellerin, Holding, Leno, and Willian.
Listen, Zach, we can't cry over spilt milk.
Have a look at this, by the way. Look at this thing I've just pulled up now. Mavropanos, Bundesliga, Bundesliga Rookie of the Month.
There you go, another one.
Yeah, Player of the Month.
Another one that's doing well abroad, like Saliba, doing well abroad. Meanwhile, I don't know. I don't get it. Why these players, they should be strengthening our squad, not being playing abroad, mate. I don't understand all this. I don't know. Anyway, looking forward. Olympiacos on Thursday. How do you feel, Helen, about this one?
Sorry.
Olympiacos on Thursday. How do you feel about?
We need to win. We need to turn up, and we need to just be focused. We can't afford to be careless and passive like we've been in so many games. We need to turn up, and we need to mean business from the get-go. No silly mistakes. We just need to really want this. We need to be up for it because they knocked us out last season as well. And then we've got Tottenham on Sunday, so we've got the hardest week of our season ahead.
Your team? How would you play the team? What sort of player? Who would you play on Thursday?
I'd start Pepe. He'd be in my lineup because I think he's been a key part of this whole Europa.
Pepe for Willian, yeah. You said a Willian, or that's the only way I think he'll get in the team now because Saka's playing, isn't it now?
Well, I'd play Pepe maybe on the left and Saka on the right.
Yeah, so you drop Willian or play Willian in the number 10 because I'm not sure.
No, I wouldn't play Willian in the number 10. No.
Is Willian fit now? I mean, Willian, is Smith Rowe fit now?
I don't know, but we've got Odegaard. That's why we bought him a number 10 specialist.
Yeah. Well,
he's rubbish.
I say, a lot of people were impressed with him on Saturday. I don't see where I see it.
Really?
He's a good player.
He's a good player, but I think once he got a bit physical, he was doing the Ozil.
Yeah,
he was doing the Ozil. It reminded me of Ozil when he got physical. I'm afraid. And that's why in the Premier League you can't. It ain't going to happen. I'm sorry, but actually there is a lot of reminders of Ozil in him. I know it's early days, but I don't know what you think, Zach.
Well,
I don't know if he's got enough goals to his game, but
I don't like from what I see about. Say it again, Helen.
I said I don't know if Odegaard's got a lot of goals in him, like to his game.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
If he has, then it will be, an
I don't like what.
Let's say.
Yeah, I don't like what I've seen of Odegaard so far. He's not my type of player. He's the he's in the Ozil kind of mold. Like for me, that number 10, I want someone. I would rather Bukayo Saka, playing that number 10 role than get Odegaard on loan. Because for me, you got Emil.
Yeah, but I think he was brought in as cover as much as anything else.
Yeah, but Helen,
look at Emil. He's injured already.
Yeah, but Helen, that's my point. Is Arteta doesn't think outside the box. He doesn't sit there and think, do you know what? Bukayo can play there. If Emil gets injured,
Martinelli can play there.
Or Martinelli, Bukayo. He sent Willock out on loan, right? Who's playing there. And he even drops Lacazette in there. So why have you gone out?
I know.
All to drop Pepe or to move Smith Rowe to the left-hand side. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the Smith Rowe to the left-hand side on the wing does my head in.
Because as soon as he put Emil... Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't got the fitness to even run up and work that.
He hasn't got the pace.
It's not his game.
And that, as soon as he put Emil on the left-hand side, his form dropped off. And he was playing brilliantly in that little pocket, and that's sad for me that we've got a manager who can't even see the fundamentals, the basics. Like you were on the verge of getting the sack, then you played Emil as a number 10, and he pretty much single-handedly turned it around for you. And then as soon as you get out of that little sticky patch, you move him to the left-hand side. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
got to be careful. I mean, to be honest with you, I think we can get through this.
Apparently, Smith Rowe was a winger, so I stand corrected.
No, he played a couple of games on the wing for the youth team, but he also played number 10.
Apparently, he's only playing Cam because he played there at Huddersfield, not Arsenal.
No bullshit. Who's saying that?
That's what my informants are telling
Looks
me.
like Arsenal's manager knows more than Arteta about where to play him then, doesn't it? To be honest.
Yeah, you could put it like that, maybe.
I don't know who the Huddersfield manager is, but he seems to know more about him. Anyway, yeah, so...
He's got more work rate than Willian.
Would we keep the defence? Would you keep the defence, Zach, as it is at the moment?
I'd play Cedric. I'd play Cedric. Right, here's my team against Olympiacos, right? Here's my team. Matt Ryan in goal. Cedric, Matt Ryan in goal, yeah. Cedric right back. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, of course I'm serious. Cedric right back. Gabriel, Mari, Tierney. Then I'd play Ceballos, Thomas Partey. If Smith Rowe's fit, I'll play him number 10, but I don't think he will be. So I'll play Xhaka number 10, Martinelli left wing, Pepe right wing, and Aubameyang up front. That's my team. Put Matt Ryan in goal, yeah?
So Lacazette?
I'd have him on the bench just because I want to stretch him.
This game.
Say that again, Claude?
I think this away game is more suited to Lacazette than Aubameyang.
The problem with that is I don't necessarily disagree, but if he starts Lacazette, he'll play Aubameyang on the left wing, and I want to avoid that at all costs. So I'd rather just go with Aubameyang through the middle if it means we actually play two proper wings. So it's a balancing act, really. And Claude, you laughed when I said Matt Ryan in goal. Remember the days you used to laugh at me when I used to put Saka in my team back in the day?
I never laughed. I thought it was a bit too early for him at the time, which he was really.
No, it wasn't.
If you're good enough, you're ready.
You're ready, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
You always used to laugh at me. The whole group used to laugh at me.
No, I don't laugh at you. Actually, I think you talk a lot of sense. I'm just surprised you put right. Because I think Leno, I'm not his biggest fan, but he's not been playing bad lately, is he? He's not
bad.
He's made mistake after mistake. I mean, guys, are you not seeing these mistakes? Am I just making these mistakes?
Well, I don't think that one on Saturday was that.
Listen, Zach, if we put away our chances, that mistake would be.
Yeah, but that's a separate point, though, isn't it? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is a key point. Yeah, we're not creating enough. We're not. Even when we are creating, we're not. We've got clear-cut chances. We're not putting them away. That's not good enough.
Super chat. Here's one for you, Zach, and a super chat. He said,
what's that?
Oh, I don't know. Is that 1 million? No, it's more than a million.
He agrees with Zach. Yeah.
A top knowledgeable guy, Zach. There we go.
Can I ask this guy, is the Arteta out?
Of course he is. This is the Randy guy who fancies you.
Oh, is this Randy?
He's Randy by name, Randy by nature.
Okay. So he fancies you, Zach?
Oh, he fancies you, mate.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Randy. Randy, put another super chat in and tell us. Anyway. Predictions. What about predictions?
Helen is a married woman.
Yes.
What are we doing for the predictions then, guys, for Thursday?
The Olympiacos one, I think I'm confident we'll get a 2-1 win over there. Man City thrashed them in the Champions League, didn't they? So what? I mean,
I want to go like 3-1. I think we're going to win 3-1. I want to say 3-0, but I'm not confident that we can keep a clean sheet.
I'm not as confident as you guys. Tell you that.
Got a good record there as well. We won the last 2 visits we've won there.
Athens likes Arsenal.
Didn't Aubameyang score a hat-trick last time?
No, we didn't win by that much last time.
Claude and Helen. Leno flops in big games.
Correct, Randy.
Well, we don't really know because he wasn't picked for the Europa final.
It's not even big games, though.
Because we haven't had that many big games.
At the time. No.
Yeah, there's people saying 0-0, 2-1 to Arsenal, 0-0.
I mean, it could be. We can't afford
0-0's not a good result away from home now because if they score at the Emirates, we have to get 2.
We need to win.
Are we actually
2-3
playing
clear goals?
Are we actually playing the second leg at the Emirates?
I don't know. I was going to ask you both that. I don't know what the situation is now. Are they allowed into the UK?
Claude, do you know?
I know we can go to Greece because they're one of the countries that the UK are allowing.
No, definitely. They played in Greece already, didn't they, in the last round?
Yeah, no, but I don't know if the European countries allowing their citizens into the UK. That's what I'm not sure about.
I think so, because didn't Man City have a game at home? No, one of them had a game at home. I can't remember. But
I don't know. Maybe it must be at the Emirates then.
Arteta, the signature said, Arteta is the worst thing ever to happen to Arsenal.
Oh,
Why
I saw that.
Mentioning Ian Wright being a spitting image of opera. What's that?
That's quite funny, to be fair. I agree with the first part of that comment, by the way.
I've got to watch that opera thing with Megan and whatever. I've got to watch that.
Yeah, very upsetting. It's disgusting.
Yeah. This is another one from Randy. I never believed in God, but Helen, the Greek goddess, is proof. Oh. God is real. Claude
can God start doing some magic with our team then?
Ricardo, he said.
The Greek goddess. That's a new one.
Look at that. Look at Helen's blushing now. Look.
By the way, guys, I can confirm Arsenal will play the second leg at the Emirates.
It is at the Emirates. Yeah, I thought it would be. I think the problem with the last match was because it was Portugal, probably to do with the links with Brazil, that they weren't allowed to do their matches there.
Is it a 6 o'clock kickoff on Thursday?
Yeah, this week's 8 and the following week 6 p.m.
5:55. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Nervous week ahead, eh?
Then we'll go moving on to the big one. The big one as well on Sunday. And it is Sunday, isn't it? We're playing Tottenham.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that one? He'd have to make a few changes from Thursday, wouldn't he? So he's got a bit of a headache on this one, hasn't he? Because what do? You can't go in. You can't suddenly rest players for Tottenham. You could get embarrassed.
Claude, you know what it is? Yeah, all this resting bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's a load of nonsense. Yeah. All this resting. Yeah? Play your best team against Olympiacos and play them again against Spurs. Simple. I don't want to hear any of this resting.
Yeah. You could be right, because look at Bukayo Saka. I was one that said he needed a rest because I thought he was going. He was getting into the red zone, but he had that rest, and it looked like he weren't.
I agree.
By the way, Claude,
you just saying that as well.
Claude, you just reminded me of a really important point that I wanted to make, actually. Yeah. Just why it's in my mind. You know, all these Arsenal fans going on about VAR, we were robbed, and all this crap.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go into that one. I'm going to go into that in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, but just because I know I'll forget about this point. Saka, when he was on a yellow card, he made 3 challenges. If it was the other way round, Arsenal fans would have said, "Oh, we've been robbed. He should have been sent off." This and that. They never do it. Arsenal fans never look at it from a fair point of view.
Oh,
I'm telling you, Saka should have been sent off. You know that. He should have been sent off.
Who?
No one mentions that, conveniently.
Who should have been sent off?
Bukayo Saka. He was on a yellow card, and then he made 2 challenges that probably warranted another yellow card. He got away with it, yeah? Claude, you
Arsenal goggles on, I don't remember.
You must have had your AFTV goggles on.
The problem is, right? The problem is, right, and this is where I got a problem with VAR, and I think it should only exist with decisions that are subjective, that are not subjective, right? So, for me, it should be goal line decisions and offsides, because they're facts. They are real facts, right?
Yeah.
On Saturday, you had that decision where the referee doesn't give it and the guy in the VAR room doesn't give it. So where did VAR come to his aid there on Saturday? Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's very inconsistent.
To me, them the ones. So what I'm trying to say is, why is one referee right and the other one is wrong? It's got with offside. Clearly because the lines are drawn, you can see it clearly. But what one referee's interpretation of a penalty and the other one's interpretation of the penalty could be completely different. Who's to say one is right and one is wrong? Who can make that? So I would, to me, I wish we'd scrap this whole thing, because it brings, for me, it stops the emotion of the game. People celebrating and then they can't celebrate. I don't like it at all.
I hate that feeling, especially when we were in the stadiums. I mean, it's bad at home, but it's less intense when you're at home watching it. But I remember being in the stadium for some of those, and they were taking like 5 minutes. You know, like I think that decision with Socrates. Do you remember when it was a goal and then they ruled it wasn't a goal because apparently someone else fouled someone, and stupidness like that?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I think it should, because if it should be the referee, if the referee makes it, what we should do, and I always say, is go back to. I think we've got a really poor standard of referees.
I totally agree. I
would go back like we went in when we first started and bring foreign referees and put them under a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
And let it be a free-for-all. When
There's
it comes
a reason why they don't use many of the English referees in big tournaments.
Yeah.
What about Sean Claude? I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on Sean Massey? How long before you think she should be seen refereeing a match? Because I think she gets a lot of decisions right in matches.
The
lines, yeah.
She just runs the line.
We start seeing more women officiating games.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Can't be any worse than the men.
Definitely won't be worse than the men.
I'm not making any comment on that.
Claude, what's your comments on that?
Come on.
No comment.
Now's your why no comment? Why have you got no comment? What do you mean no comment? You've got me on your show speaking about football. Why have you got no comment?
No, I'm making that because it might get taken. It might get taken the wrong way.
All right.
I think if you're good enough, I don't care if you're man or woman. If you're good enough, how can I put it without upsetting people?
Yeah. So actually, I'm going to make you retract something you said earlier that was a little bit out of line. Why am I one of the lads when we speak about football?
No, but what do you mean? What do you mean?
One of the lads.
It's a phrase I always use. You're one of the lads. You are one of the lads.
I'm not one of the lads. I'm a female. I'm a woman.
No, but
I'm not one of the lads.
You know what I mean.
No, I'm a lady. I'm a lady.
It was that comment was made in jest.
Bad way. I know
that was made in jest.
I was made in jest, by the way. It's nothing.
No, I know it's said in jest, but I'm saying, embrace that women have an opinion and a voice.
No.
Often
I agree. No, I totally agree with you. What I don't like is when they're just how can I put it? If put in front of the guy. If their ability is better than that guy, yes. But if that guy is better, they shouldn't be pushed in front.
Yeah, but I've been seeing her now on the sidelines I think she's good for quite a few seasons.
Yeah, she's very good.
What's the probation before you go? Is it like different qualifications to then be?
Yeah, it probably is. I'm sure she's got her full qualifications to referee a game. And to be honest, I wouldn't be against it at all.
I would want to do that.
I wouldn't be against it at all. I mean, you got some right jokers, haven't you, refereeing the Premier League? So why not?
I just think they need more young people as well in the job.
Yeah,
is that a little bit not being ageist?
What I'm trying to say is, if two people are going for a job, if the woman is better qualified than the bloke, you should get it, definitely. If she's not, and she's been put in there because they want a different quality, and that guy's got more qualification, I don't agree.
All right, so what gives the guy more qualifications in this particular situation? Like, that's where I stand on it.
That's
so many matches you need to
I think if you're good enough, and you're better than that person, or you're good and you relate good, but don't just put them in for the sake of it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Right. There was a lot of going to be controversial. There's a lot of women.
No, don't be controversial with you.
Go on, say it, Claude.
There's a lot of women pundits on. I watch on.
Oh, actually, say it if you're going to talk about women. Yeah, say it.
No. If there's a lot of women pundits, I think there's who's it? Aluku? Is it Aluku? What's the woman's name? I think she's brilliant.
You like her. You've told me that before.
Yeah, she's brilliant. But there are some that are there just to fill the quotas up, and I think they're not good. I don't think they're good enough. And they're just put in there just to fill the studio up. I think if you're good enough, brilliant, be in there. That's how I see it. There's nothing. I hope people don't think that is out of order comment. I think if you're good
I think most people would agree with that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I stand on it, and I think that when I that quote I meant, we all joking. It's not.
No, I know you were joking, but I just thought it's the perfect way to just turn it around.
No, because I'm all for it. I mean, who was it? As I said, there are a few really good speak well on the game, but there are a few there. I see one commentating on the match of the day. I had to switch it off.
It's like guys as well. You could say the same thing about.
So many.
What about Steve McManaman or?
And don't get me wrong, there are guys that I think are poor, and
that's what I mean. Yeah,
and that's another thing I don't like is because you're because you're a great player doesn't make you a great analyst, and why you should be on there. And there are a couple on there. I don't know how they get on TV on doing the football, but they're only there because of their reputation as a footballer.
They've been there for so long that they're embedded.
But they're there because of their reputation as a footballer. But when they're talking, I have to switch them off as well.
Yeah. Like who? Give us an example, Claude.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, Owen Hargreaves, Michael Owen,
Jermaine Genius.
Steve McManaman.
I think Jermaine Genius has improved lately.
He has a little bit, yeah.
He's improved lately. Like I used to really notice it in the
Gary Lineker, right, when he first started, I thought was really poor, but he's grown into it.
He has. Sometimes it's experience. I'm not experienced in doing stuff like this, so people probably say I'm terrible. So sometimes it's doing something new, isn't it?
There's some people, even on there's some people that I don't rate as. It doesn't matter whether they're man or woman. You know what I'm saying? I think you should be on merit.
Yeah, but it depends
why
they're on.
We're now coming into a situation where people are just filling quotas up rather than putting them in the merit.
My battery's running out, guys. Hang on. Let me plug myself in.
Do you know what I'm saying, Helen?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And
I didn't want to say nothing because I don't know whether if I was going over the top on it because
I agree with you, Claude.
We just want to see equal opportunities given in all areas.
Yeah, but I don't think that's happening there. I don't think that is happening.
No, of course it's not happening.
No.
That's why I brought it up, because it's not happening. Why is it I only know Sean? I'm sure there's more women involved, but they probably get so much stick or grief along the way that maybe they even drop out and don't make it to that level of football.
Yeah, definitely.
I've seen articles where women feel uncomfortable just practicing in the park.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Abuse. Yeah.
Yeah, you know? that's part of the problem, Helen, is that there's not enough women at that level because they've all been put off the game because of sexism, misogyny.
Yeah.
You know,
it's embedded, isn't it, within the community?
Look, at the end of the day, right? If you're a girl, this girl that I sent, that I sent you the link the other day, Helen.
Yeah.
She was in the park practicing kick-ups. Yeah, young girl, 16, whatever, practicing kick-ups all day. She just got cat calls, wolf whistles, whatever it is, or like, so you should, or alternatively, you can't play football. You're a girl, blah blah blah. Imagine, like, Claude, we're guys, right? So like, we can't really understand that because imagine we just went to kick a ball about and we were getting all this abuse. We probably wouldn't go back next time, or do you know what I mean? Whereas the girls, the women have to put up with that stuff, and that's why you don't see many women get to that level.
I'm gonna praise them because I'll tell you what, I never used to. I watch now the women's football now a bit.
Yeah.
And technically, they're very good, you know.
Yeah.
They
I
are
know
very
lots
good.
of female footballers, and they're brilliant. They're better than a lot of men I know.
Yeah, no. Technically, I've seen some of the technique. You know, that is outstanding, and I quite enjoy watching some of the games now. I really enjoy it watching it.
I mean,
don't get me wrong, but
and taking it even back to Arsenal for years. I used even taking it back to Arsenal. The topic I remember for years being in the ground at matches and people saying our women are better than our men's.
Exactly.
Because our women were dominating.
Right, there's someone, who was it? The Claude and Taddy show. I think someone put there, what was it? Claude and show is the best show ever. Of course, it's the best show ever. And it's on every Monday night, either on my channel or on Taddy's channel. And every Monday night, 8:30. Tune in. If you haven't seen last night's, go back and watch it. We had a good laugh, me and him.
Is Taddy an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
I didn't realise who Taddy was until the other day. I know who it is. I've When you were telling me about your show, I didn't know who it was with.
Oh, right.
I didn't know his name, but now I know.
Claude and Ty show.
For Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah, well, then that's the past. Claude and Ty.
Oh, well, what is this your new show instead of Ty?
Yeah, this is a new show.
Oh, you haven't seen it? I've done 3 episodes. You've not watched it then?
I'm terrible. I don't watch. I'm so I've got more.
I bet Lee, you watch Lee, don't you? You watch Lee Gunner's shows. You don't watch mine.
You watch Lee Gunner's, Helen?
Hey? You watch Lee Gunner's shows, don't you?
I don't watch much of any of them. No, I haven't got time.
Hey?
I don't watch. What, you think I sit there watching everyone's podcast?
Yeah, I thought you might be. Yeah.
Some of us have got, many jobs in life.
There's nothing going on
we're in lockdown, but we've still got tasks that need to be done.
Sit down and for an hour, get yourself
I'll put it on one day and
have a tea and a pot biscuit, and then you watch it through, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll watch
Helen's
it.
You got Emily in Paris to watch first before you watch.
No, I haven't watched that yet. I've got a long list of stuff. I had to schedule in watching Meg and Harry last night.
Oh yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, you need to watch it, Zach. And
what channel was it on?
ITV.
Oh, so you can get it on what you call it, Hub,
It'll be on catch up, I'm sure. Yeah, it was really, 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 really sad to see.
What's Piers Morgan getting in the tizzy over that? God,
Piers Morgan's just a bully. He's a bully.
Did you see him run off?
To bully everyone, and then when it's served back, he walks off like a little
crybaby. He couldn't handle it.
He walked off stage today.
That guy stuck it on him.
Where are you? Where are you? Where's your heritage in Cyprus from? Where is it from?
Where's my heritage from?
Where's your parents from?
North London.
Mine's North London.
Edmund.
Your parents.
My mum's from the north of Cyprus, a place called Morphou, and my dad is from all my family are in Limassol, but they were originally from Armino, which is in Buffalo, like between Limassol and Paphos. All right, where are you from? Who's that from? Oh, he's not Greek.
Ben Davis.
I think he plays for Spurs.
He's probably not Greek.
He plays for Spurs.
Out of my road.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
you was born here, weren't you, Zach? Was you born in London?
Yeah, I was born in Chase Farm Hospital.
Where's your parents originally from?
In India.
No. Where in it is it?
Mum was near Goa. My dad, north.
Yeah, my parents were Italian, but from Italy, and they both from Piacenza.
Piacenza, I've been there. I like it.
Claude, where were you born?
Are you born in England, Claude, as well?
Born about a mile and a half from the Emirates State.
Wow.
I thought you came over, Claude.
No.
I thought you came over, Claude.
Back. Yeah, Claude, where were you born? What hospital? Were you on Hanley Road?
It's not there now. It was called St Mary's.
That's where the one on near
Archway.
What? The one in Archway, Whittington.
That's where I was born. Yes, St Mary's. Yeah.
St Mary's.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
I was born in the other one.
Where were you born, Helen?
literally, right. So basically, where Stroud Green Road is, there's a road called Hanley Road. So a bit nearer to Arsenal than where Claude was born. Literally, like behind the old Highbury. Yeah, it used to be. Do you know what? Maybe it was called St Mary's. I think it might have been. Is it there, Claude, where you were born?
It's not there anymore. I think the hospital's been taken down.
It's turned into flats, isn't it, or homes, or like some medical centre. Yeah, it's the same hospital. Sorry, yeah, it is the same one.
So yeah, it was there.
That's where I was born as well. It was a maternity hospital.
I was living in Tollington Park.
Yeah, because it's right in Tollington Park. Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that where you
road, Hornsey?
You guys were born in the same hospital. I was born in Chase Farm Hospital.
And do you remember the Great Northern Hospital? Do you remember the Great Northern Hospital? Do you remember the Great? Is it the Northern Hospital? Great Northern Hospital down on Holloway Road?
Well, I don't remember that. No.
Do you remember that hospital down Holloway Road called the Great? Is it Great Northern or something? I can't remember.
That might have been. I think we were probably the last lot born in there, and then I think they closed it down.
Yeah, mate. I think
my era.
I think it was closed down in the late 70s.
Yeah, late 70s, 80s. I think 80s maybe.
Yeah. You're 75, aren't you? 1975, aren't you?
Check you out with your stats, mate.
No, you're not. No.
85.
No, but you're 75. You're not. I thought you were only 42, weren't you?
I'm 82,
1975, isn't it?
I'm 82 years old.
Anyway, this podcast is descending into farce.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Dry now, isn't it?
We're going over. It was predictions for Tottenham game.
Oh, 3-1.
Spurs.
3-1 Spurs.
Nah, you're joking.
Do you think we're going to win, Claude?
No, I think we're going to win. I'll tell you why. Every time we get written off in these games, we seem to pull it out. Chelsea, everyone said, we get hammered, we beat them.
You said we beat City, though, didn't you, Claude?
No, but City's a different one. But
Spurs are a bit of a different animal at the moment.
Man United, everyone said we were going to get thrashed at home and away, and we got 4 points out of them. And Spurs, I think Spurs, everyone is going to say, can't wait to play Arsenal. And I think this is the sort of game will give us a lift. I think. Do you know what though? The only problem I got with it is 3 days after playing in Greece, the recovery. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but Spurs are going to be playing the same, no?
Yeah, but they're at home. They're at home.
Mm.
Yeah, and they're playing a pub side, aren't they?
I don't know. We had a week rest last week, and
exactly.
Tottenham Arsenal Europa League final.
Oh God, I'd rather be in the final against somebody else, if I'm honest.
Love that. I'd love that. Joe,
Arsenal Spurs in Poland. Arsenal Spurs final.
That'd just be like another back.
By then, the fans might be allowed back in, because when is it?
What, you reckon they're going to let 60,000 fans from North London travel to Poland?
No, isn't it the crowd's back for the last game of the season or something?
I don't think anything's definitely.
Yeah, one game. No, they've got 25% of the stadium.
Is that confirmed though, or is that just speculation?
Yeah, that's the last. I think it's the last home game of the season. I think that's when the
2,000 fans or
no, it's it'd be 10,000. No, hold on, it's 25,000 or no 25% of your crowd capacity or 10,000, whichever is the lowest.
Okay.
So it'd be 10,000.
It'll be 10,000 for us.
Yeah. So so 10,000 is better than 2,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helen, you'll be back for the final game.
Helen will be there. Well,
I don't know. No, it'll be a ballot. It's not like you just get given.
Oh no, but you've already had your game, haven't you?
Yes, I might not get another
one. He can do his lap of honour. Arteta finish in 12th place. He can do a lap of honour to 10,000 fans. Yeah.
But according to our fans, it's a sort of season you should all write off because it's a freak season. That's why.
Yeah,
we shouldn't take our position in the league seriously.
No, we do take it seriously. Why would we not take it seriously? They're all good.
We didn't have a proper pre-season.
Yeah. Excuses.
Arteta had COVID. and things like that. So
David Moyes had COVID twice.
yeah. And by the way, West Ham last night 2-0 win, and 10 points now in front of Arsenal. 10 points. Yeah, with players that you didn't think. If you watched West Ham first game of the season when they got beat by Newcastle, you think they were going to be in a relegation fight. We beat them, didn't we? The second game. And what's happened? We started with 2 wins. They started with 2 losses, and look where they are now. They're 10 points in front of us now.
And Claude, I don't know if you saw the Chelsea. You know the when Thomas Tuchel took over at Chelsea, yeah, they were 9th. Now they're 4th or whatever. That could have been us. That could have been Arsenal. If we didn't take, when we lost to Burnley at home, that was the point. Arteta should have been sacked. Could be sitting 4th.
All due respect, we haven't got the players to Chelsea.
Yes, we have, Claude. We have got the players, mate. Don't be duped into thinking we haven't got the players. I'm telling you now, we have got the players. Yeah.
What, you think Granit Xhaka's as good as Mason Mount? Or
no, but that's my point, mate. A midfield of Danny Ceballos and Thomas Partey.
I mean, even Danny Ceballos, is he as good as Mason Mount? Mind you,
they're different positions. Mason Mount, compare Mason Mount to Bukayo Saka or Martinelli or Pepe.
Yeah.
Then we talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You don't play.
And I think Mason Mount's very good, but I'd still much rather have Saka or Martinelli over him personally.
Yeah, me too.
I do think he's a good player.
Ziyech or Willian. Oh, you got.
Well, to be fair, Willian's actually got the better stats, so it depends how you look at football.
You're not going to go into that one where you got 3 against Fulham.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you believe in stats,
that's irrelevant.
Football,
irrelevant. Especially assist stats are the worst thing that's ever happened.
Anyway, everyone, I think we've gone. Oh God, 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Gone over time, Claude.
Gone over time, yeah.
Yeah,
as I said,
bill you for the extra minutes.
We're going to invoice you. We're going to invoice you, Claude.
Oh yeah. I know you're both very expensive people. I know that.
Yeah. Helen's more expensive.
Good job, we like you, eh?
Yeah, good job. Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us. I'm sure we're going to have a great night in Greece on Thursday night.
Going to have Sovlania.
And
smash some plates up.
Don't forget to join me. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. We'll have the blind Gooner on. Always.
Are you doing a watch along, Claude, as well for the match against?
Yeah.
Who are you doing it with?
Well, with my other two.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, Claude, who you got on tomorrow? The blind Gooner.
The blind Gooner's on tomorrow.
Always
good to have Daniel on, and yeah, so it should be good. See you all tomorrow, and take care, everyone. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.